Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. If you are new to my channel, my name is Amber. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm back from a very much so needed sabbatical. Thank you to those of you that took the time to reach out to me, to send me text messages, coffee gift cards, whatever you guys thought I needed in that moment, and I appreciate that. I miss you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and get into it. If you would like more details about the second and the third house, I'm going to be looking at the aspects of those in your current situation. Go and watch the announcement video. You can also check out the announcement video for updates about the current planetary transits, which I follow Vedic astrology. So although these readings will resonate for both your Vedic and your tropical placements, when I refer to transits for the planets, things of that nature, those effects, I am particularly referring to Vedic astrology. So I'm going to look at your situation right now. I'm going to look at the second house since we didn't get an opportunity to do that for February. I'm going to also look at the third house. So it's almost like a past, present, future type of reading, but not necessarily the circumstances you're in. More so your second house, like tangible items, what you have, your money, your assets, things that you can touch, feel, see. How those are influencing your situation and what you actually are thinking about it, and how it might be influencing your immediate environment with friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, your social media influence, things of that nature. I'm going to look at how you view it, how you feel about it, who's involved, what their intentions are, and what type of understanding you're supposed to be gaining from the situation, your actions, as well as your outcome. Gemini, without further ado, let's just get into your reading. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be the vessel to give messages to Gemini for their highest good and highest good only. So I'll be honest with you, in your pre-shuffle, it's very clear that something stunning has happened. And for some of you guys, it's like in a very like powerful and like positive energy. And for others of you, it's more of like a shocking, startling, something that might contribute to some level of stress, anxiety. There was very much like an Eight of Swords type of energy. I seen the Tower, and then I seen the Five of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse. So definitely somebody could have returned, an old friend. It definitely could be an energy, something catching you off guard that makes you want to revisit a past situation, a past relationship, a past discussion, something of that nature. But very much so Tower energy, Mars heavily influencing what's going on around you right now, like your desires, impulses, something very, very fast, very quickly has changed either your opinion or someone else's opinion about this current situation that you're in. Okay, did I say this? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. Spirit, what's going on with Gemini? Show me the overall energy for Gemini. This was coming out in the pre-shuffle. So full moon in Pisces. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. For some of you guys, you may be particularly withdrawn, or whatever is taking place may put you in a space of wanting to be withdrawn. I do feel like there's either one individual, could be you, could be the cross watcher, or a group of individuals that are not currently showing their true feelings or expressing their true feelings. Very much so a masked type of energy, of full moon type of energy. For some of you guys, February 27th is going to be of some sort of significance. Not sure why, but that's what I'm picking up on. Externally, you have full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you, and then you have new moon energy. A new start is coming. So again, like I said, although something might be rather disruptive or catches you off guard, it might be like have stunned you, I do feel like it's going to end up working itself out, but there's a balance that needs to take place, okay? Spirit, show me the influence of this being here for Gemini, okay? The moon. I'm telling you. The way that you feel about something or the way that somebody else is feeling about you has truly changed, or something triggering has happened most recently. And then you have Scorpio with sextile. So like I said, there may be some type of opportunity that you've come across most recently to transform something. I gotta be real. Like, I get a very strong energy too. Like, some of you guys maybe didn't think that you had an option or an opportunity to be sexually involved with someone, or intimate, rather, is probably a better word. And you just got some type of confirmation that that is not true, or you will be receiving some type of confirmation that someone is receptive. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Show me Gemini's current situation, Spirit. Judgment. Yeah, there's a reckoning. Somebody getting out of the grave. Somebody getting put in the grave. And I do not mean that literally for anyone who may have just lost a family member. Definitely do not mean that literally. I just more so feel like something was dead, something was over, and someone recently reached out. This could definitely be a Scorpio. You have scorpionic energy here already. But it could also be, some of you guys, it might be an Aquarius, or someone who's on the Aquarius, Pisces cusp, or has both of those in their chart very significantly. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords. This is crazy. Because when I started your reading, I looked up here at the blind. The sun has shifted. And so the blinds are reflecting up off the ceiling. It looks like a jail cell. And then the Eight of Swords comes out here. So like I said, I feel like some type of some reconciliation, somebody reaching out or something like that may have recently put you in some state of anxiety, worry, suffering's not necessarily the word. I almost feel like this person reaching out to you may have actually woken you up. Like maybe you were regretful, or you have been mourning something, the loss of a loved one, a relationship, an opportunity, and maybe you're realizing, or you will be realizing very soon, that that was an opportunity for a come up. Okay. Show me what's going on in the second house. Yep. The Eight of Cups. I'm telling you, it's like you were focused on whatever maybe you have to walk away from, some type of move or shift that needs to occur or has occurred. Somebody possibly walking out of your life or moving on. Definitely an energy of like relinquishing keys or retrieving keys, cutting off someone's access. And then somebody ends up reaching out. This being here in the placement for the second house, this is quite literally what's happening. This is what you could see, feel. You've already experienced it. This is what's adding up to this situation that you're currently experiencing or is going to be developing. Show me what's going on in the third house for Gemini. It's the Ace of Pentacles. This is really amazing. This is heavy emphasis on an opportunity. Not just because this is the Ace of Pentacles, but this is showing up in your third house. So this is your perception of your situation. Something being an opportunity. It being the beginning of gain. It being the beginning of some level of comfort. This is really beautiful. Clarify Judgment being here for Gemini's current situation. You have Camera. So reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past, making memories. Something that has come back, or something that just happened or will be happening very soon is going to end up highlighting or illuminating what just ended, what you should be walking away from, someone who recently walked away. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Well, the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. It says the other woman. I'll be honest, some of you guys need to be mindful too that Eight of Cups being here, like someone might have walked away already, or you walked away from this person, and then this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity has shown up, and this person may end up trying to make some type of comeback. This may have already happened for some of you guys, and for others of you, it's developing. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Gemini. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely feel like this is related to, like, it's some type of romance affair, some type of intimate interaction with a person that you feel like you can trust in, that you can believe in, that makes you feel comfortable. I asked about it, and it's blowing bubbles. So fun, loving, it says bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, airy, flowing, and being in the now. Interestingly enough, like this kind of gives me third house vibes, right? Because she's blowing bubbles. Well, what you typically see in bubbles is a bit of like, sometimes, yes, an illusion, right? But for the most part, it gives you a reflection or some brighter perspective or view or point of view of what is in your surrounding. Being in a bubble, right? Withdrawing is very much so an energy here. Definitely some level of forgiveness is on the table or is being considered at this time. You have the Chaser and the keys on a ring. I told you, somebody like gave up access, and there's somebody else who's like, give me that, I need access. Sorry, y'all probably didn't see me on my belly, my bad. Anyway, the Chaser and the keys on the ring gives me very good vibes. There's definitely someone who's reached out most recently, either to go to another level with you, or possibly this is something that you're considering. Can you tell me how Gemini views judgment being their current situation? The Wheel of Fortune, definitely an energy of somebody coming back around. Yes, for sure. You have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity to give and receive with a person that maybe you didn't get the chance or the opportunity to give and receive with in the past. You have the Six of Swords here, Six of Cups. Sixes are going to be very, very significant. Ultimately, it's an energy of balance, and that's what's here for your overall energy, balancing spirituality and practicality. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune, please. Definitely somebody has come back around or will. The King of Pentacles is coming out as a blockage. You may already be committed to something. I feel like you maybe were already on the brink of some level of destruction. Like she's sitting here in this home in whatever seems to be comfortable. And she's halfway packed, right, in the house. She's halfway packed into the truck. You know, it's like an energy of looking at an opportunity and figuring out, like, is the glass half full or is it half empty? And I feel like somebody has either changed your perception of that or will be changing your perception, or vice versa for the cross watcher. Gemini has changed your perception of that or will be very soon. King of Pentacles coming out as a blockage, like there's some type of commitment that you're already in brings some level of like trust issues. There's a lack of trust wherever you are. And whatever's coming towards you or already has definitely is a polar opposite of that. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please. This could even take place. So I'm recording this today on the 20th of February. The 22nd of February, Mars is going to move into Taurus. It's been in Aries since the 23rd of December. Again, Vedic astrology. Yeah. Mars. Then you have death here. And possibly you're going to regain some type of like courage, your strength it's gonna be replenished at that time. Or possibly this person reaching out is gonna replenish something, give you the strength to move forward. I very much so feel like this is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know you're not happy where you are. Wasn't your last reading like something to the effect of it's gonna hurt to leave, but it's gonna kill you to stay or something? That's this energy right here. And some of you guys, I mean, I haven't been doing readings for a whole 30 days, and it was primarily because of the retrograde. Something going in a different direction or coming back around, right? Well, now you're possibly revisiting that again. Whatever commitment you're in right now, there's an energy of like revisiting it. It's not going to resonate with love for all of you guys, but I feel strongly that it does. And that could be a love for money, a love for a person, yes. Your passions, desires, or whatever. There's pentacles here, so definitely could have something to do with money, career, whatever the case may be. Now what's here externally is the Emperor and the Death. It's the willpower to end something. With Judgment here, like finally something is over after several cycles. How does Judgment make Gemini feel? Being their situation, how does this make them feel? The Eight of Swords. Worried. Anxious. Feeling imprisoned. But what's crazy is you had keys on a ring with the Chaser. Okay. And then you have Eight of Swords here. She's locked in this. This is a self-imprisonment. And with this Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, this is a karmic energy. A karmic cycle. The figure, okay. The figure 8 here. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. There's a key here with her. And this person seems to be locked away. Why does this make Gemini feel this way with the Eight of Swords here? The Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody's, yeah, there's gonna be some type of communication. Something's gonna be clear. If you've been looking at the cup half empty, you definitely, whatever's gonna occur here is gonna have you looking at the cup half full. There's a brand new start or a brand new beginning that I feel like you originally planned for, but and maybe were even dreading, but you planned for it, and then something changed with the Wheel of Fortune. You didn't know if you could necessarily trust it. I feel like you went into a withdrawal, or you went into like some type of waiting period, but now it's clear with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands here. What you should do is clear now. Tell me more about this new start with the Ace of Wands. It's the Two of Cups. Wow. So this takes you to the 10, and it's interesting. This is sitting over here with blowing bubbles. Well, when you blow bubbles, they typically take on like a rainbow type of energy, and that's what the 10 of Cups normally have. Like, that's one of the symbols in the 10 of Cups, the rainbow, right? Chasing happiness, chasing contentment. A lot of Piscean energy. Some of you guys, this may even end up taking place, or like there may be some type of new arrangement or new agreement by the time like the 14th of somewhere between like that second week of March, possibly the 14th for some of you guys I'm seeing. But this 8 of Cups, that the reason why a person walks away or seeks alternatives anyway is because they're not happy, and that's what they're seeking and chasing. This 8 of Swords, like, I don't know. I feel like somebody's been keeping their eye on you, or you've been keeping your eye on somebody else. Who's involved with this 2 of Cups? Who is involved? The Page of Swords, possibly somebody who you've been seeing online. This is like text messages, emails, things of that nature. This is something new. It could be someone who you met like with friends, like it's a casual type of connection possibly. Clarify the Page of Swords, please. Yeah, the Chariot. And the Tower. I'm telling you, like, something has happened unexpectedly. But it's an explanation for what you've lost, or what you were thinking of letting go of. Could be a water sign of some sort of significance. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be an Aries, Capricorn. Tell me one more thing about the Chariot and the Tower being here. The 5 of Wands. Somebody's showing up and bringing some element of competition here. You have the World and the Knight of Cups. Like, this is bringing you some type of discernment about a relationship, a romance, or something that you're already in. You know, like, it just seems like he's wrapped up with this person over here, but has this cup or this offer that he's maybe willing to extend to a Capricorn, any fixed sign, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo here very strongly, Capricorn as well. I don't know why I feel like I want to pick these up. I didn't do that in the other readings, but that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely like something is changing, will change. Let's see. Can you show me Gemini's situation again, Spirit? The Magician. Very much so a single energy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. With the Ace of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Possibly someone who you manifested. So now 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles was out here earlier. The Tower. Like, this is... There's definitely a disruption. And it's particularly coming in your love life. There's going to be some type of option that arises that maybe you thought was no longer an option. How does Gemini view this 5 of Cups? Scorpionic energy. You have the 2 of Wands here in the Hermit. Possibly the path that you need to take once you're single. 9 of Pentacles here. Tell me more about the Magician being here. The 7 of Swords. So I creep. Yeah, just keep it on the down low. 'cause nobody else supposed to know. This may have been someone who like quietly left out of your life too. The Magician with the Seven of Swords. I just keep seeing these windows of opportunity, like a missed opportunity. I don't feel like it was manipulative at all. I just feel definitely like it's kind of like a ghosting energy. But somebody's been wondering or curious as to why, and those answers have not come. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords, please, here with the Magician. The Sun. The truth hasn't come out yet. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck with the Six of Swords. There is a lack of closure, a lack of clarity here. Let me use a different deck of cards. How does Gemini view this as their situation? With the Magician and the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, an interference. And that's what I've been sitting here looking at this entire time, because you have the Seven of Swords. But here's that Ace of Swords. That would be 8. You may not have responded. I don't feel like you've responded to this person. The Wheel of Fortune. With the Six of Wands, there's some type of victory. There's yes. Something is helping you to move along, to move forward. There's definitely Mercury going retrograde, of course. Maybe you haven't spoken to that person because of that. Or maybe they messaged you and you never received the message or something. There's heavy on the interference. What is the interference here in this situation? Nine of Cups. So happiness. That's what you're in pursuit of. Could be a Pisces particularly. Also feel like part of the reason why you can't move forward is because you haven't emotionally detached yourself. Because this is a Seven of Swords energy. With the Magician, like that's what you're manifesting here. To emotionally detach from something. From a commitment. Sun in reverse. You know, like this is a no. This is saying no. This is putting up boundaries. This is disappointing someone. Or seeing something differently. Seeing that the grass is possibly greener on the other side. Clarify the Sun in reverse here. The Nine of Swords. This is... The Emperor with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Tower in reverse. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys are just looking for some type of courage to respond to someone or figure out how to respond to them. Excuse me. If you guys just heard me burp, I swear I'm not burping nothing but water. I ain't ate nothing. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tell me who's involved. I think I already asked that, but let's be clear. Who's involved with Gemini's situation? The Knight of Pentacles. Possibly someone who's come in very slowly. I do feel like it's someone who you may have planted seeds with in the past. Definitely could be at a distance. You have Justice here on the bottom of the deck with the Six of Wands. So it could be someone communicating back and forth with you from a distance. You still have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Why would the Knight of Pentacles be here for who's involved? Seven of Wands could be someone on the Leo-Virgo cusp. Tell me one more thing about this. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who you maybe... Like, there's not a Three of Cups vibe here. So I don't feel like there's a, like, third-party interference as far as, like, emotions go. Cheating, affairs, or whatever the case may be, but still some type of event that took place where there were 3 people or more. This kind of like there's like kind of like a blind date type energy, or one of your friends tried to hook you up with someone. The Empress, the Devil, and the Emperor. I'm telling you, The only reason why you're connected or attached to this person is because of a third party. And possibly for some of you guys, a party. Because that's what the Capricorn represents, right? Excess. So a bar, maybe out drinking, maybe in the middle of a hobby or whatever. This is interesting. How does Gemini view the relationship between this Emperor and this Empress? Well. You got wedding rings here. It says union. This kind of wanted to come out like as a blockage. Like maybe this hasn't happened yet. There's something that's standing in between them. That's at least how you feel. This is a soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Let me ask one more time. Tell me one more thing about how Gemini feels about this relationship between the Emperor and the Empress. Heart with the key in reverse. And then Cupid's arrow. I thought I saw it on the bottom. Love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting. Now this is about welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. This is here in reverse. I just feel like there's a lack of union. Like this is taking place very slowly. There's something else that you're focused on or that is distracting you. What is it that Gemini is focused on? Trying to leave. Okay. The world. Ending something. Or some type of action that you want to take or need to take. This person definitely could be at a distance. I see a lot of distance. The world being here, definitely that's the World Wide Web. It's an energy of like not being able to see someone. So you're texting, emailing, whatever the case may be. FaceTime. The Five of Wands is indicative of a struggle that seems to be the struggle, like travel or whatever the case may be. Tell me one more thing about the Five of Wands, please. The Three of Swords. So also competition. The fact that I'm looking at these roses and the Three of Swords. So roses are indicative of regeneration. Okay. There's one rose here that's clearly dead. But there's another one that even though the leaves are withering, it seems very much so alive. Possibly something went wrong on Valentine's Day. That could have brought you some type of clarity. Has you focused on ending something. This is just I really can't take my eyes off of this Empress, the Devil, and the Emperor. Like for surface value, it looks like a karmic partner standing in the middle of a very divine union. And the Emperor is standing here on this chessboard, like being the person that needs to take some type of action, possibly is the person that is in a commitment. Taurus, Capricorn energy. Not all the time, but in this particular deck, this also strikes me as Aquarius, because Aquarius can be very like calculated. So can Gemini. So that definitely could be you in the commitment. Let me ask individually, how does Gemini view this Empress? The Lovers definitely brings some sense of temptation. And then this just fell over here with the Emperor. So I definitely do feel like this is the person that you're interested in. The Five of Wands is coming back out here with Judgment. This is the person you're struggling to either come into union with, reconnect, reconcile with. I went way off track. Way off track. I hope this is bringing you guys some clarity though. The person that's involved, this Empress, how do they currently view Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune. possibly waiting on you to come around. Tell me one more thing about how they... Death with the Two of Cups. Yes, waiting on you to end something, waiting on you to revisit something with them, waiting on something about your situation to change. That's quite clear here. Waiting on your transformation or something. The Moon here with the Eight of Pentacles. They're currently unsure if something's going to work out between the two of you. Tell me a little bit more about why this person would view Gemini as the Wheel of Fortune. You could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like waiting on a response. I know these two are standing in the same room, but it feels like some astral projection, telepathic, like I sent the message, I see or I feel the way that you felt when you received it. So why haven't you responded? That's kind of the vibe that I get. That you're holding back, that you're not showing your true feelings. What is this person's intentions, this Empress energy towards Gemini? What are their intentions? The Four of Cups and the Three of Wands. I don't know why I just heard we beyond three's a crowd. I don't know why I just heard that. But when I'm looking at this Four of Cups, and again, kind of like Valentine's Day vibes, it's like something that this person's feeling drawn to you or feeling called in. And it's possibly because you finally came to some type of realization that you're dissatisfied in whatever situation that you're currently in. Well, this person is on the way, okay? This is interesting. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups with the Nine of Cups. And this is really beautiful, Gemini. Like, I don't know who this is, but this person is pretty doggone sure that they can lift your spirits. This person is pretty doggone sure that they can make you happy. They're just waiting on permission to proceed is kind of what I'm picking up on with this energy. Tell me one more thing. Tell me more about the Four of Cups and the Three of Wands here. Waiting on permission to proceed. Waiting on your response. Waiting on you to say something. High Priestess here externally. Very much so quiet. You have the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. I feel like a profession of love. Like that this person is waiting for some type of like acknowledgement that you feel the way that they feel. And I know that's a tongue tie, but I feel like you guys have been energetically entwined or something. Six of Wands with Justice back out here. Like they're waiting on some type of clarification or a proceeding. Some of you guys, it quite literally is some type of court proceeding. They're wondering if you're okay. What is it that Gemini doesn't currently understand about this situation? The Ten of Cups. I'm trying to tell you that Queen of Cups and that Nine of Cups was out here. You don't understand how happy this person can make you. Eight of Pentacles with the Star. You don't understand that this person is a gift, a reward. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups being here. It seems as though you don't understand your emotions about it. You don't understand why you feel this way about this person. Four of Swords with Judgment. You haven't made a revelation, or you're trying to come to some... You don't know, you realize the connection, but you don't understand it. Tell me one more thing about the Four of Swords and Judgment being here. Okay, you got three. So the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. You're trying to understand this connection. You know it makes you happy. The Three of Cups with the Page of Pentacles, like you are focused on the idea of like that, I get a kick out of this person, or that person makes me feel good, or whatever the case may be, but I don't understand it. I don't understand how we're attached. So now you have the Lovers here in 2 different decks. It's definitely temptation. I feel like you're trying to make sure that you choose wisely, and that's primarily because of whatever you come from. 3 of Swords goes to the 4. Some type of clarity or understanding that something is over, and it has brought and presented the opportunity for you to be happy. The 10 of Cups. It's pretty self-explanatory to me. What type of actions should Gemini be taking at this time? Justice. Yes, making something official. Definitely heavy emphasis on balance here. Oh, I can make this up. These cards is on point today. Look, this is the 10 of Cups in the other deck. Now I have the 10 of Cups twice. I feel very heavily that like there's some type of risk in love. You're not communicating about something. Clarify justice for the actions that Gemini should be taking. The Queen of Swords. With the Star. And the 3 of Swords. Don't be... I could talk to you, Gemini. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Like, justice with the Queen of Swords, that's some type of separation. Like, that's like not needing to put any more thought or not even communicating anymore with whoever this is on the outside. And it's like when I'm looking at justice, like this person's being blindly led into their destiny, into what makes them happy. And there goes another window of opportunity. And then I'd asked, well, I wondered, like, what the deal is with this. You have the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. So, still feel like you've been you're at a crossroads, not knowing, like, should I break up with this person? Should I get with this person? Should I say something back? And then you have the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So, it's like, there's some type of heartbreak. Disappointment, upheaval. You know that something's going to be completely over. 10 of Swords here. You know that it's going to come off as some type of like betrayal. The interesting thing is whoever this Queen of Swords is, like on the outside of this situation, or the person that you're going to be connecting, or I'm sorry, disconnecting with, this person has a bright idea that something's over anyway. And this is what you're caught up about. You know, do you continue to maybe sneak around, talk to this person quietly and break this person's heart? 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Do you go ahead and betray this person? 10 of Swords. Do you, like, is it over? Minor Arcana to Death. Do you start the process of ending something so that you can have a new beginning? Ace of Wands with the Universe. Tell me one more thing about the actions that Gemini should be taking. The 2 of Wands. Action. Wow. I'm looking at the 8 of Pentacles. I'm thinking of a master plan. That's what I just got. Tell me one more thing about the 2 of Wands for what Gemini should do. The 9 of Pentacles. There's nothing but an opportunity to gain here. 9 of Pentacles with the Empress. Yep. Be single and then get right back into a relationship. Clearly you have some options lined up. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. There you are. Waiting, preparing to make a move. And I told you that from the very beginning. That Emperor energy, that was you. With this chessboard sitting here. Clearly there's some pieces that you're going to have to knock off the board. In order for you to win this game. Ace of Wands with the World. Okay. Let's see. What's the outcome of this situation? Should Gemini take these actions? What would be the outcome? Yeah, the Three of Swords. Somebody gonna be hurt. Tell me one more thing. Yeah, it's a breakup. Look, you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. It's a breakup, so you can be happy and make up with somebody else. With the Hierophant. This is coming out of a commitment and going into another. Seven of Cups. Options. Tell me one more thing, what the outcome is for Gemini. You the one sneaking around. The Seven of Swords. It's time to release that. It's a burden. And this is interesting. All right, let me get you some advice. 45 minutes in. So much for keeping these readings short. What is the advice for Gemini? Surrender. Oh, wow. Externally, you have ancestors here. There's something very powerful and very divine. Oh, yeah. I want to read this one. Surrender. Now, when I was doing your pre-shuffle anyway, the 12th house kept coming out. So it could definitely be directly related to a Pisces for some of you guys. But others of you may actually start to see this reading I just gave you manifest in Pisces season. It says, we often hear the word surrender being thrown around intentional communities, and rightfully so. This is one of the primary lessons we are on earth to learn. It is also one of the most challenging. To surrender is to have our human nature take the back seat. This is not easy, and we can find ourselves saying, I know how I should look at this, but we struggle when it comes to actually embodying it and putting it into practice. When we are working with larger concepts, it is important to break it down. Rather than embracing surrender like a mantra, enter into a dialogue with it. What does it mean? What does it look like? If you were to surrender, how would you feel? How would you move through life? How would your heart, soul, mind, and body feel? With the situation at hand, how would you engage differently? What are the small things that you can do daily to hold a container for surrender? Consider journaling around these questions and sit with what this card means for you and how you can integrate it. Excuse me. This is really, really interesting. Excuse me. There are some other parts in this particular definition. I want to read the second part. It's about a willow tree. It's jumping out to me. I'm being obedient. It says, one of the most magical things about willow is that a fallen branch can regrow into a tree. Is that not about opportunity or what? Okay. It says it contains a growth hormone that creates rapid rooting. In fact, you can use willow in aiding other plants in growing. Willow is an ally of rooting where you are. So often we want to be elsewhere, living in a different place, doing different work. We are reaching, but sometimes we are not sure to what. It is often our resistance to our current environment that prevents us from moving on. Working with willow will allow you to root into your life, surrendering to what it is teaching you now, and in turn, holding space for new ventures and new growth. We can't get to where we want to be without being where we are. That is so spot on. I know my intelligent as Geminis is following along. But just in case you missed it, this 10 of Cups came from the 8. And it's like that half being where you are, that 8 of Cups, right? Energy. She was half packed in the truck, half packed in the house. And it's kind of like you have to totally be where you are. You have to focus on the move, on the transition, before you can actually move into this 10, you know? This is really beautiful. What I was looking for Empress is not going to be nowhere near the top. I just want to show you guys this card one more time before I let you go. That sounded like a message. The Ace of Wands. I immediately thought of that with the whole willow tree branch. You know, it's like this is the branch that this new start that you possibly have had with a person, and maybe it's proven itself to be a false start. Definitely to surrender is being in the position and having an ability to surrender is directly tied into our capability and our willingness to trust, to have faith, you know. And so I think that that's something that you might be struggling with right now, Gemini, but I promise this looks really amazing, really beautiful, definitely at the end of something with all of this Piscean energy. It's a 12th house energy before you move into that a new beginning. Some of you guys may have a rising in Aries or Pisces. That may particularly resonate for those of you that have a moon rising or even a sun sign in Pisces or Aries. Okay, that's your reading. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Gemini, I love you guys. Bye.